Rebel Ridge is an anti-action action movie. Not necessarily because it doesn't have action. Rest assured it does have car chases, physical brawls, firefights, and incredibly cheesy one-liners that are the stock and trade of the action film genre. You know, because with these sorts of things, cheese is basic f***ing currency. But rather, Rebel Ridge's nature as an anti-action action movie stems from how its lead protagonist, Terry Richmond, diffuses mortally dangerous situations through non-lethal means. Sure, he'll break bones, fire rubber rounds, and pummel faces in a way which is comparative to how I verbally pummel Anthem, yet Terry Richmond is reluctant to kill people, even people who suck. Even people who have personally wronged him. After all, Terry was in the military and specialized in conflict de-escalation, and does his best to navigate a perilous situation here. That situation being how a corrupt Alabama police department racially profiled him, because you know our main protagonist is a man of color, confiscated a significant amount of money from Terry unjustifiably, and routinely throws up roadblocks against Terry when he tries to get that money back, proving that Terry maybe should have called J.G. Wentworth, because it's his money and he wants it now. And this is an issue because Terry needs that cash. In fact, he planned to use that money in order to post bail for his cousin, a cousin who would otherwise be transferred to a prison where some folks desire to physically beat the life out of him and possibly kill him. So when the earlier mentioned corrupt police department railroads Terry's attempts to get that money and help his cousin, it literally is a matter of life and death, meaning that our non-lethal action hero is in conflict with a potentially lethal law enforcement agency. Rebel Ridge works as a really good action movie with something important to say. In fact, the film's criticism of America's police state is in complete synergy with its main protagonist's non-lethal and conflict de-escalation background, mostly because it portrays the police as the moral opposite of Terry, because if anything, the cops escalate conflict and often use lethal force without care, especially when it comes to people of color. And while I'm definitely not an expert on the matter of police violence and racism, Rebel Ridge makes its stance on this issue crystal clear. And admittedly, some folks might critique how the film's thematic messaging is very blunt and to the point, like it cinematically lays down the problem of police corruption to the audience in a very thick manner. But that's honestly more than okay, because action movies generally aren't known for having understated narrative characteristics. So in Rebel Ridge, when a cop plants evidence or abuses their power in some way, I honestly didn't mind that the thematic elements had the subtlety of a sledgehammer smashing grandma's prized pottery collection. Being blunt just fits with the genre here. Additionally, Terry's non-lethal approach to fighting the corrupt police department overall befits Rebel Ridge's thematic storytelling. Given that the movie criticizes police violence, Terry combating the bad cops by utilizing non-lethal means shows that he's not stooping to their level of moral bankruptcy, because when it comes to potentially compromising his values, Terry hasn't filed for Chapter 11, goddammit. He just has f***ing standards. Something that overall is in direct contrast to a police department that specializes in excessive force. If anything, Terry just doesn't kill cops or go on a rampage that leaves a trail of dead bodies behind, proving himself to be morally superior to those that are supposed to serve and protect. So yeah, Rebel Ridge, really damn good movie. I recommend it to basically anyone who has a Netflix account. So yeah, that's the review. It's a good movie. See ya!